And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. To the air, it's Kirby. He's got him. After 45 on his way. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This time they'll go to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught in the backfield is Smith. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking to scramble. It's complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Play number 9 on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they're in the red zone with a first down at the 12. On first down, here comes this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Amato. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play.
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air, it's Kirby. Rushes on him. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give to the tailback.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And now they've moved into the red zone. They'll try to run for it. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Back to throw, it's Kirby. Looking to the end zone. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to go up top. Still looking, on the move. Turning it on! And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It'll be 3rd and long. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll just down it right there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it. Breaks the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Gonna run it. It's Amato. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get it.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Amato. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Kirby. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question.
Looking deep. Makes the catch at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Now needing to convert this 3rd and short from the 10. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Wideout trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, read option left.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
To the air, it's Sayin. Under fire. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive with a pass. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 22. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
It'll be third and long. They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout by the offense.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout by the offense.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they are going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on...
There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Dropping back, it's Kirby. Zings it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Russo. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely center cut. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. And it'll be a touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight it. Back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Makes the catch. It's Graham. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll go to the fullback. Gets away from one, finds some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Give to the fullback. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Kirby. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They bring the punter onto the field now.
To kick it away.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And here comes the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Brought down at the 28-yard line.
So now it's 2nd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed as if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Sticks it in his belly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball. And like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact. He forced the turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Catch in the middle, it's Erickson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.